Welcome back to Apex Alchemy, everybody. Just in case you didn't see the folder collection update that we posted yesterday, today's going to be all about slip joints, but there are a few folders that we forgot, so I'm going to go ahead and brush across those real quick. Savosty Mayhem. I do believe Courtney is liking this knife quite a bit, so it probably will be a mainstay for her. It does operate like a button lock, but it's a compression lock in essence. It's also a RS Knife Works design. And a couple Rosecrafts. Then we'll get right to these slip joints. But this is a Rosecraft OG. Liner lock. Like the blue, like anodized aluminum hardware. G10 scales. And that like ARP9 Super Seal. Whatever that stuff is. Anyway, got that. And this is the Rosecraft Mohawk. It's supposed to be a giveaway knife not too long ago. Probably will be a giveaway knife very soon. When we go live for our 1,000 subscriber giveaway, I'm sure this will be, a show up prize for the live. And you don't know what I'm talking about, we're giving away a Benchmade Fact. I have faith that we'll get there by Thanksgiving. Benchmade 940. And a K-bar. BK18. More information on those knives in the anniversary video. Just a couple videos back. Okay. Anyway. Let's jump into these slip joints. We don't have many, and Courtney doesn't really have a love for them, I guess you would say. So this is the first slip joint that I've purchased recently. Like I'm sure I've posted some in the past, or I bought some in the past before I had a channel. They really weren't my thing. I got into the modern traditionals. The modern flippers. And anyway, it's kind of like my gateway slip joint, I suppose you would say. It is a slip joint, but it has a liner lock. It's called their Case Rust Lock. This is a 2023 model in blue Kieranite, 420HC stainless steel. I like this knife. I do. I like this knife. This knife's cool. All right. As far as other cases go, that is a 1974 single blade Trapper. It's I don't have a lot of information for you on it. I'm not a case expert. All I can tell you is I do believe this is stainless steel. It's been sharpened. Man, this thing has been used. I'd love to hear the stories. Yeah, unfortunately, I bought it at a pawn shop, so not like I got it off somebody that could tell me these stories. But somebody used the ever-loving mess out of this knife. Just in comparison, I want to say this is a 94. I do have a code sheet that Hunting for Hookers sent, but this is a 94 version of the same knife. So you can see that blade went through some serious transformations over the years. Anyway, so those are my 3 cases. I won't do the camera tricks, man. I went back and rewatched that folding video. If you guys want me to redo that, that's fine. Kind of made me seasick watching the camera just constantly move. Let me know what you think, though. This is a Camillus USA Hawkbill that was gifted to me by Hunting for Hookers. Don't follow him, you might as well. I think this is a carbon steel. In fact, I know it is. All right, so this is a higher carbon steel, and it also has a liner lock and a very nice half stop. I say Camillus. It's Camillus, isn't it? Old habits die hard. Anyway, I really enjoy this knife. He loaned it to me. I sent it back, and he sent it back to me. He said, "Man, I want you to have it." Very cool. So very much appreciate that. I enjoy this. I think this is from 71, if I'm not mistaken. Hunting for Hookers. Cornbread, correct me in the comments if you happen to see this video. And thanks again. I got a couple charades here. These are modern charades, nothing Nothing too crazy. Both of them are doctor's knives. Um, I like the look of this one. This was like a $12 or $13 knife. You know, I mean, it wasn't nothing super fancy. It was, I believe, it was used too. I can't remember, but it's got this like burl maple scales, but the pull is absolute shit. Like absolute shit. You know, the knife is sharp. You know, but that's about all I can say about it. It's pretty and it's sharp, but it's not like satisfying like you know, like a quality knife with good stops. That's the Rosecraft. We'll get into it in a second. So anyway, I do enjoy this little knife though. You know, like I just like the wood. Yeah, I think it's pretty much all it is, just the wood. But that's a Charade. Don't know how old it is. Don't really. I mean, I don't guess it really matters. It's not a heavily collected piece or anything. I do like the doctor's knives though. This is another Charade. I thought this was a USA model because it says USA model. You know, like it's not. This knife was made in 2014 and it is a Chinese-made knife. It's got United States of America plastered all over it. That thing almost took my hand off. Anyway, no editing. I like the action. It's a hell of a lot better than the other doctor's knife. You know, it does have a nice flat base for you to crush those peels up. But what I don't like about it is, you know, I just don't like all the USA plastering all over a foreign knife. You know, like it would have been kind of cool if they would have got an OEM from the US to make this knife or left it out. But I think what the deal is this is supposed to be a Civil War anniversary type of relic. You know, not necessarily this. You know, this is a replica of a relic from the Civil War era. This knife was donated to the channel by Nick Edward. He gave it to us, and it just says like 2022 promo one. So I think this knife just come out of one of those multi-packs that you can get from Walmart or Lowe's or something like that. But I like this knife, man. It's got excellent grip. I'm sure it's FRN. You can tell it's a cheaper made knife, but it's it cuts wonderful for one thing, and it's comfortable. Like it's really comfortable and it's satisfying to play with. You know, it's just a pretty cool little knife, man. Not entirely. I want to say I looked it up and they actually like make a little bit bigger of a version and it's got a name to it. So I think this is like a promo version of that knife. I can't remember, but I like it. It's it's just it's cheap thrills, you know. And Nick, very much appreciate it, man. It's a 1994 Tree brand. This had a gray box with it, and I think it's an anniversary knife of some sort. Let's see if we can get this in video. Boker, 1994. I don't know. It is an anniversary knife. This one's made in Germany. I don't remember what anniversary it was though. I would assume like maybe 150 years or something like that. I can't remember exactly. It says it in the box. I love that like fire and brimstone type of vibe it's got going on with that bone. Just anyway, like I'm sure that may be even a synthetic bone of some sort. But I like the way it looks. Like it looks really cool to me, especially on this backside. Just a small little like copperhead style knife from the best of my gathering. I can't remember what they call it. So, my education isn't all up to par on these knives, huh? The Trapper. This is a McCoy. This is made in Mount Ida, Arkansas. It's a McCoy Trapper. It does have wood scales, and like I said, it's made in Arkansas. That's got a spade blade. Got a pretty good pull. and stops. Like it seems like a pretty good quality knife, like spring tension and the stops are all there. Fits nice in hand. Fits nice in the pocket. I believe this is going to be like, a mini trapper, medium. I don't know, something like that. But it's definitely not a full size trapper. Got the Rosecraft blades, which I touched base on, just a second ago. This was a factory second that I picked up, and it's supposed to have bad stops. I was fortunate enough to have Rusty's knife here at the same time, and I couldn't tell any difference between the stops. Like, I'm not saying it does or doesn't have bad stops. All I'm saying is, like, I couldn't tell the difference myself. Like, I'm sure Andy or whoever, seconded the knife could tell the difference, and maybe you can tell the difference. But as far as I'm concerned, like, it seems like it was made just as well, to me. But that's, anyway, another doctor's knife from Rosecraft Blades. We're about to wrap it up. I got 2 more knives. I got the Rosecraft Zambezi, and I like this one. You ain't got much knife there, man, but like what it leaves in your hand is a lot of control. You got a lot of control. You can wrap your hand around this thing. It is a really tight knife. I would say this was probably a 9.5 or a 10. Maybe wrong. I would say fortunately they give you enough room here to actually get a good grip on it so you can open it a little easier. But I might even break my fingernails if I was to try to use that nail nick by itself. I don't know. But I would say if there's a 9.5 or 10 in the house, this is it. But we don't have a house full of slip joints, but I've enjoyed this one a lot. And last but not least, got the Jack Wolf Vampire Jack that we got off of Satu Dave. And it's full titanium DLC. It's one of the newer releases. We got a full video up on it. And yeah, this one's about as tough as that Zambezi. But it's an S9, S90V. Good quality. I guess this is like probably the most premium quality slip joint that I have, but a lot of people are going to dismiss it as a modern traditional, and that's totally fine. I understand. But like I put them all in the same class. If it ain't a locking knife and it operates off of a spring in the back, it's a slip joint to me, regardless of whether you can take it apart or not. And yeah, this is it, man. This is all I have. So it came with a slip. So I suppose that's over with, man. We don't have many slip joints, and I do have plans on buying some Rough Riders and stuff, but I'm trying to get a game plan for 2024. Just try to keep the videos a little more organized and interesting. And I was playing around with it earlier, a few months back, thinking about doing a traditional Tuesday type of thing for the year of 2024, just to try to keep some organization and a little bit of variety in the channel, I suppose. I do enjoy slip joints, but I know like everybody doesn't. And when you post a slip joint video, sometimes you get a lot of flack. And so I'm just gonna do what I want, and I'm gonna make videos on things I enjoy, and I'm not really gonna worry about the flack and all that stuff. But anyway, don't want it to turn into a total slip joint channel either, because that's not where my passion really lies. But yeah, so star of the show for me is this Camillus Hawkbill. I'm not gonna act like I use it a lot. I don't, but I think it's really cool. Like, the blade centering is horrible, but it's a slip joint. You know what I mean? It's slip, and it's got a lock that's constantly keeping pressure on that side of the blade, and it's 50 some odd years old. So I give passes where passes can be given, and I like this knife. So anyway, that's that. All right. Thanks for watching, guys. You have a good one. We'll catch you on the flip side.